Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share a quick message. I did a channeled letter for a lady this afternoon, and I just thought I have to share it because I know that many of us might have been feeling this way over, I mean, any sort of time period basically, but when you basically have overwhelming emotions and it just comes up from nowhere. And for me as well, over the last couple of weeks, just been sort of like a few times that I've just started crying. But for me, it's been more like crying as in sort of overwhelming kind of feeling of like, it was kind of like in some beautiful, like basically in some beautiful landscapes I was. And it was sort of like, yeah, sort of overpowering kind of feeling of like, wow, and but feeling very emotional. Anyway, so this lady, and the other messages that have been coming through really strongly recently have been, the last days have been about collapsing all timelines, making sure that we're on our highest and best path, which is always the message, but especially recently it's been, make sure that you're asking for that. And also about protection, to protect your energy. And so the lady asked a question, and this is what she wanted from her letter. She asked, what is happening to her? Why does she keep tearing up? So why does she keep crying? And so because when I did it, I was like, yeah, I have been experiencing this as well. So I asked her if I could share it, and she said yes. So this is the answer. So this was this was me channeling a letter, answering, basically tapping into her higher self. And the question was, what is happening to her? Why does she keep tearing up? And the answer that came through was this, and it is because the emotions between her and her divine mirror, the counterparts for her soul, the extra piece in her puzzle, they are passing energies and emotions and feelings between each other. The energies are then transmuted in different ways between the two. So sadness may come through as anxiety in the other. Tears may come through as apprehension for the other. And there is a lot of apprehension around. Apprehension before ascension. They go hand in hand, one before the other. It is the natural process of energy flow and a large-scale frequency change on planet Earth. Don't worry, it is all expected. It is all part of the process. The divine ascension starts and ends through you and your twin. So know it will be okay. Wow. So, and when I was channeling it, the apprehension before ascension, that came through, and it's like came through in like big writing, in like caps, apprehension before ascension. And that's how I hear it when I'm doing the channelings. It sort of comes through as like, strongly. Sometimes, it just depends. But I just thought this was so great, and especially that thing about saying apprehension before ascension. And it's a really good thing to remember, right? Apprehension before ascension. Before we ascend to another level, there's a huge amount of like, emotions. And the other thing I thought was really interesting about this letter is that they're saying about your passing energies, but the way you transmute the energies is different between you. You're not, just because you're sad doesn't mean they're sad. If you're sad, it could come through to you as anxiety, or it could come through as different emotion. But the emotions that you're passing between each other, you're passing between each other to be transmuted and grounded into love, basically, love, and that all comes through self-love. So everything always comes back to self-love. Basically everything comes back if we're comparing to other people, or not thinking that we're good enough, or not thinking that we've done enough, or it's endless, isn't it, what we tell ourselves constantly. But it's always, and that is apprehension building up. And when I read that, I was like, when I read it back, I was like, God, that is so true. There's like this build up inside, and it's like, oh my God, what's gonna, that all of this, like, you know, kind of like build up, and apprehension is a really good word for it. So I'll read the channeled letter again. It is, so the question, very specific, what is happening to her? Why does she keep tearing up? And it is because the emotions between her and her divine mirror, the counterpart to her soul, the extra piece in her puzzle, they are passing energies and emotions and feelings between each other. The energies are then transmuted in different ways between the two. So sadness may come through as anxiety in the other. Tears may come through as apprehension for the other. And there is a lot of apprehension around. Apprehension before ascension. They go hand in hand, one before the other. It is the natural process of energy flow and a large-scale frequency change on planet Earth. Don't worry, it is all expected. It is all part of the process. The divine ascension starts and ends through you and your twin. So know it will be okay. Wow. So big part to play. The other thing is about that saying it, the divine ascension starts and ends through you and your twin, right? It starts and ends through each and every one of us by being switched on, by acknowledging, by living with intent, by, you know, grounding those energies and moving through energies all the time. And, you know, like as we progress on this sort of like elevation, it's like, you know, before you got really heavily stuck, right? But now, you know, it's like you can pick up momentum again quite quickly. Instead of getting stuck on like at every step and it taking a long time to move through the energies. Now it's sort of like we can pick up pace and keep up that momentum. That's what I'm being shown at the moment. They're showing me like a red for the root chakra, which is about grounding, feeling connected, feeling supported by the universe. And I'm seeing like a red massive ball going down, getting faster and faster and faster, going down a hill, picking up speed, you know. And so that's what we're doing. We're just all picking up speed. But with that, you know, you can imagine if you're that ball and you're heading towards that bottom and you're getting faster and faster and faster, that ball is going to feel pretty panicked. You know, the apprehension is going to build and build and build. And that's what they're saying. So I'm going to just share a enchanted map, because we've all got to know, you know, what do they want us to do, basically? What do they want us to know? I mean, this was great to know that we're like, you know, apprehension before ascension. I really like that. Apprehension before ascension. Okay, so let's have a look. What is the message to go along with this? And it is the peaks of joy. Look at that, number 33. And look at her heart, completely open to the universe. Completely open to this divine magic, you know, and completely open, not letting the apprehension get in the way, right? She's not letting that apprehension get to her. So the message is this: your life is filled with happiness, so share it with others. Joy is yours today. No matter what your inquiry, you'll be happy with the results, and you're coming closer to a sense of achievement. And you've worked hard for it. You're surrounded by true companions and events that are synchronistically arranged to bring you to the next level of your life. The world is exhilarating and hopeful. Let gratitude fill your heart and remember to share your happiness, because joy is contagious. Okay, and that is on page 92. If you see that. Yeah, 92. So I am going to read letter 92 from my Divine Love Letter books. So this is also what they want to say. So let's have a look. 92, 92, 92. Let's see. What is it going to be? 92. Right, okay, here we go. So, that you are the reason my life is starting to feel happy again. That deep within me there is a stirring in my soul that is so great that it's changing everything around me and the way I look at the world. I guess you're awakening me to the real me and the real world we live in, which I have to say I've done a pretty epic job of being consumed by my own sorrow and darkness and feeling pretty sorry for myself for a long, long time. Feeling totally detached from life, like a shell with no home. But you have brought substance to my shell, the reason for me to come home, the reason for me to wake up and smell the coffee. I sense that you're putting me through my self-imposed tunnel. Thank you, my darling. I know that our love will see us through to the light. So I am supposed to be meeting my twin tomorrow, and I was going to make us a flask of coffee. So it's brilliant. So letter 92. Everything is okay. Everything is just as it should be for us, for our jigsaw pieces to come together. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I feel giddy with excitement, which means I'll probably crumble like a nervous schoolboy again when I see you. But I know that you can see past that. I know that you understand me. I know that you get me. For the first time, someone actually knows who I am. What an unbelievable feeling that is. Like the perfect jigsaw pieces coming together in the perfect way. Two hearts, two pieces of the same whole, making a whole. A beautiful, love-shaped whole. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, let me see. What's 92? Okay. I will see. Guidance from higher self. Interesting. This is so brilliant. To be sensible, to look after yourself, to bathe in lemon and rose quartz water every day, to ask to bring back your goddess healing memories, to experience everything within your body mindfully, remembering that everything is serving a purpose for soul growth. So ask yourself, what do I have to do? What is this teaching me? What do I have to remember for my highest good? Be gentle, be loving, be the goddess that lies within. Oh, that's amazing. So grab your piece of rose quartz, run yourself a bath, put the rose quartz in the bath, have that intent when you're getting into the bath to, for the water to cleanse you, to bring back all of, the water is bringing back the sense of your goddess self, and imagine yourself being immersed in that, the divine goddess within, bringing back all that ancient wisdom, bringing back the wisdom of your soul, of all of your past lives, of all of your, you have lived many lives as healers, as as light seekers. And it's amazing. So I'll just read this one again. So this is guidance from higher self to say, to be sensible, to look after yourself, to bathe in lemon and rose quartz water every day, to ask to bring back your goddess healing memories, to experience everything within your body mindfully, remembering that everything is serving a purpose for soul growth. So ask yourself, what do I have to do? What is this teaching me? What do I have to remember for my highest good? Be gentle, be loving, be the goddess that lies within. Oh, amazing. Okay, I am going to read this channel letter again, just one more time, answering the question, what is happening to me? Why does she keep tearing up all the time? So, because the emotions between her and her divine mirror, the counterpart to her soul, the extra piece in her puzzle, they are passing energies and emotions and feelings between each other. The energies are then transmuted into different ways between the two. So sadness may come through as anxiety in the other. Tears may come through as apprehension for the other. And there is a lot of apprehension around. Apprehension before ascension. They go hand in hand, one before the other. It is the natural process of energy flow and a large-scale frequency change on planet Earth. Don't worry, it is all expected, It is all part of the process. The divine ascension process starts and ends through you and your twin. So know it will be okay. Well, there you go. What can I say? Thank you so much to people that come to me for these channelings and healings and readings, because again, without, you know, your questions, which are so brilliant, then, you know, these messages wouldn't come through. So it's just, you know, it's all of collectively, all our souls working together to, you know, bring out the messages to help us stay on track, to help us like carrying on being guided into the light, not to let the apprehension get the better of us, you know, and to just trust, you know, in the ever unfolding story of our soul path together. Okay, I really hope that helps. If you would like any of my services, please do. All details are in the link. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.